Today we're going to make the R6 go from beautiful to absolutely stunning by making it my own and putting a few accessories on it.
It may look like they're not getting on, and that's because they're not. Someone is jealous of the other one, because today the R6 is getting a makeover. So this is my new 2008 Yamaha R6, and obviously being a bike from 2008, it's at least second hand, which means that now I have to get rid of all the previous owner's mistakes. Everybody has their own taste, and the previous owner put quite a few accessories on that he seemed to like, but I don't like them at all. So today I have a few things that I'm going to put on the bike to make it more my own. First up, we have a new windscreen. It's a different shape and a different color, and I'm hoping it looks better. Next, we have some new red bar ends because I'm going with the red theme. I also have some new domino grips because the grips that are on this bike feel awful and are slowly cracking. We've also got some protection because the bike didn't come with a tank pad and I don't want to scratch it any more than it has been. I've also got a new emblem for the tail because it really looks like something's missing when it's not there. And lastly for today, we've got some new rim tape. The bike already has red rim tape on it, but it's so thin that you can't even see it. So on the back we're going to do a thicker red and reflective rim tape, and on the front we're going to do white to match the calipers. So first we're going to take all the old stuff off the bike, and then we'll begin installing all this new stuff. Okay, so first we're going to start with putting the emblem on the tail, because this is bugging me since the first day I even saw the bike. First I'm going to clean the area just to get rid of all the polish that I put on it so that the emblem will stick nicely. Oh, that's so much better. Now it looks like a real R6. Next we're going to put the black tank pad on. I went with black because I thought it would clash the least with all these colors. And as you can see, there's already a few scratches. Hopefully this will just protect it. I think it's close enough to the center. I don't think I've ever got one perfect, but that's not too bad. And it looks quite nice. Here are the old grips. They look terrible and they felt terrible. And the previous owner had used super glue to stick them on there, so it was quite hard to get off, and then there was lots of stuff left on here. And then here are the new grips. They look much better in my opinion, and they feel a lot better in my opinion. So we're going to put those on, not with super glue, or something much better. We're going to use hairspray. I'm trying to use all my feminine products with putting the pieces on this bike today, because we had nail polish remover and now hairspray. So the reason hairspray works so well is because when you spray it, it's wet and slippery, so it slides on easily, and then it dries very quickly, so the grip won't slip on the bar. So the instructions say that if you're putting these onto a Super Sport, you're going to have to cut this little piece off here so that they are the right length for the bar. We're going to take our right hand grip and our hairspray. We're going to spray a little bit in the grip, then a little bit on the bar, and hopefully it should just slide on. How easy was that? And then we're going to take the left grip and repeat the exact same process. While we wait for the grips to dry, we're going to install the new window. This is the old window. I didn't like that it was so dark. It's got this awful lining around it. It took away from the lines on the front here because it's all the same color. Our new windscreen is clearer to make this section look better, but it's also not a double bubble because the company that makes this, the double bubble, didn't look as nice. So after all that, the windscreen doesn't even fit. It doesn't line up here at all. The holes for the mirrors are covered on both sides. So we're gonna have to take this one off, put the old one back on, and then talk to this company because last time they did the Suzuki one and it's perfect. So the old and ugly screen is back on once again. I've contacted the company and they say they'll send out a new one within the next week. So hopefully we'll get that before this video goes out. So if we can't put the new screen on, we may as well put the bar end on. The bar ends look cool, but I just realized that now I'm running the McDonald's color scheme. But that's fine, I didn't like these levers anyway, so now we have to get rid of them. And then the last thing that we can do this week before we get the windscreen is put on the rim tape. I've got white for the front to match the silver on the calipers here. And yes, I know it's already got a red painted on pinstripe, but I'm just going to put the white over it because I want it to be white. First I'm going to put it on the stand so that we can at least spin the wheel when putting the pinstriping on, just to make it a little bit easier. Then we're just going to clean the surface where the pinstriping is going to go, just to make sure that it adheres properly to it. Okay, so I think I'm slowly getting better at this. This side seems to have gone smoother than the first side, but luckily since I'm just doing the two sides and not all four with one color, I should have left over to redo it if I want to. And then lastly, we're gonna do the back wheel in red. And yes, I do know that there's a painted red pinstripe on here, but this is a bit thicker, so it shows up better. It's a little bit brighter and it's reflective, so it'll look better in photos. And that is all four done.
Okay, so I waited a week for the company that made the screen, War Eagle. It's a local company. I waited a week for them to make me a new screen that they claimed would fit. They said they knew the problem. So I got the new screen in and tried to fit it, and unfortunately and unsurprisingly, it doesn't fit either. So that is the reason that this video is going to be in two parts, because I've waited long enough to finish this video. I thought I could do it in one video, but apparently you can't make a bike look that different in one video without wasting a lot of time. So we have scrapped the War Eagle screen. We're going to change up the entire front end in part 2 hopefully, and make the bike look drastically different, because at the moment it's just got small changes, and to you guys it looks exactly the same. It's just to me that it feels different with these awesome grips and these bar ends. And hopefully by either the end of part 2 or the end of the year, we're going to have the McDonald's / Ironman color scheme gone. We should either get new levers or anodize these ones a more suitable color. So if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see the end result, or closer to the end result of the bike, keep an eye out for part 2. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.